without a shadow of doubt, the cheapest job lot of golf clubs that I've ever picked up. And it gives you guys a bit of hope when you're trying to build your bag on virtually nothing. On eBay at the moment, wow, really? Wow, I can't be. £199. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Simon down here in Southampton, picking up £50 worth of golf clubs. I'm going to show you the listing here. There's only 2 photos, and I knew it was going to go relatively quickly, so I didn't ask any questions. And we can see a bit of damage, we can see a bit of wear and tear. I'm just hoping that driver is intact, and £50 for the whole lot is a great deal. Now, the irons are old. You've probably never heard of them, seen of them, but they are a typical classic Callaway cavity back forgiving iron, especially for you beginners that just want something that's gonna give you that level of confidence when hitting out the toe or heel, or you just need a bit of forgiveness off those longer par 3s, especially when you get up to that 6, 5 and 4 range. Also need to know if there is any clubs missing, because that would be obviously a bit of a letdown. If there's a 7 iron, 8 iron, 9 iron missing in that iron set, then again, that doesn't necessarily help. And then we're going to go up to the golf club and hit them, because I've actually sold my irons. I'm now on the hunt to find my new iron set. Those AP2s are gone, and I'll explain exactly why I've parted with them and exactly how much for. Right, boys and girls, clubs acquired. I'll go back to the golf club so you can see them in better daylight rather than on the side of the street. This driver has seen better days. Scratches, scuffs, you name it. But I don't think any structural damage, so I do want to go and give it a hit and test. This shaft, however, looks like it's been forced in. This isn't a typical stock TaylorMade shaft, and I'm not too sure what's been going on in there. So I've got a feeling I'm going to be selling the head by itself and not playing about with the shaft, as I don't want someone to go and hit it and then obviously it snap. It looks like a nice shaft. I don't think that was a .335 shaft to go in this adapter. It looks like an old school 3.50, which probably means absolutely nothing to you guys, but yeah, I think we're going to change the shaft if we were to move this on. And as I say, we aren't missing any irons in the set, which is fantastic. So let's get back, let's show you exactly what the prices are currently going for, give them a hit, and as I say, give you an update on the iron situation. Okay, back at the golf club, all clubs in show. 3 to pitching wedge, Callaway X16 steelhead irons, and then obviously the M2 driver. Now I've given it a bit of a spruce, quick clean, and the head actually has come up quite well. There is still some kind of shading of black. I'm not too sure what that black is. I've seen it on so many drivers recently. I don't know what people end up doing with their clubs to actually get that on the top of them. But anyway, cleaned up. And there's no dents, no damages, which is great, which means it's all intact. So we're going to go and hit it, see what it feels and sounds like. Obviously, I've hit loads of them, but that shaft definitely doesn't look stock and has been shoved in there somewhat. Steelhead irons, great forgiving irons. Now I think I've sold a set of these. I'll get you some prices in a minute. Let's go and have a look exactly what people are paying for these on eBay at the moment. Now the prices are somewhat coming down slowly but surely, but I think I sold a set of these probably about a year or so ago, maybe for like £90, £100. They are quite old, but I mean, they're just going to do the job. They're big, they're forgiving, they're chunky, made by one of the biggest leading brands in the world when it comes to golf. Obviously they do need a bit of a clean, but they actually come up quite nicely, as there isn't as much plastic as you probably see on more modern day clubs, the ones that can wear, break, split, you name it. Overall, pretty happy. I mean, £50, I mean, you can't go wrong, to be honest. I mean, even if it was just that head alone for £50, it'd be a bit of a winner. So the fact that I got these to come with them. Interestingly, the gentleman said that he couldn't sell that, and I don't know if it's because of the condition or what he listed as, but I don't even know what he was asking for it originally, if the whole lot of here was for £50. So I'm not too sure why he couldn't sell this, and I imagine it's probably the condition and people were just a bit turned off. Let's do a quick price match. Let's see exactly what these irons are going for on eBay at the moment. Wow, really? Wow, I can't be. £199. What's this set? £74.95, but that looks like it's missing one. Golf clubs for cash, missing no 7 iron. So 5 to pitch and wedge, but missing a club, £75. By the looks of it, 174. 7 to pitch. Okay, well these are listings that haven't been sold. That's just what people are asking for them. That seems like a lot of money. That seems better. £109, £90, £132. Someone actually, Uniflex Callaway 3 to sand wedge, £199. Someone has paid for those. 130. I mean, it's a bit unrealistic. I'm going again £100. I mean, for £100, I would say that is about right for these set of irons. If they've got decent grips, and the grips on these don't look that great, to be perfectly honest. And you could spend £100 on a set of Callaway irons. Again, they're going to suit a lot of you guys that are just starting out the game. But then if you have to spend another £120 getting them re-gripped, beyond pointless. So always try and do as much research. Message the seller, see what kind of condition those are. Make sure you know what kind of condition those grips are in, because it can save you an absolute fortune. Always impeccable timing with me and the weather when I get down to this golf club, as it has just started raining, which is always fantastic. I have sold my AP2 irons. You might not remember, but back at Christmas I was building my bag for £500, and I got a full set 3 to pitching wedge, just like this set, for £250, 718 AP2s. Great shafts, because I've had those shafts in the past and had the TaylorMade PSIs. And I sold the 3 iron by itself because I didn't need it, wasn't using it, for £80 back in July. I'll try and find the sold listing now. I've now sold my full set of 718s, and the reason being is I just wasn't really getting on with them. They just went too far. I need something a bit more bladed. I need something a bit more true lofted, and the reason that I put them in the bag the first time is because it was a great deal. I knew that I'd be able to sell them on for exactly the same money, even if the market drops heavily, or I'd be able to make a slight profit to reinvest in my new irons for this year. And it's a good time to now be looking. It's coming to winter. People begin fitted for Christmas, buying new stuff. They want to sell their old clubs, and I'm going to want something just a bit more bladed, maybe a combo set. Not too sure what I'm going to go down the route of yet, but I'll obviously keep you guys posted. £450 is what I sold the AP2s for on eBay, not including the £80 for the 3 irons, so £530 total. Take away fees, take away everything else, £450, and we easily, comfortably made £200 on that set, and I used it for the year. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. You don't have to spend a fortune, and you get to try new, different manufacturers, equipment, styles, models, loft. It's absolutely hammering it down. And you get to make a bit of money whilst doing it. You don't know whether a club's going to be great for you until you take it on the golf course, and sadly you can't do that with new stuff, but you can definitely do it with second-hand stuff. So let's talk golf clubs, those Steelhead X16 irons, and is it worth the £100 that you'll probably get them for? £80 if you're starting this game. I forgot how forgiving and good they are. Now, they're cumbersome, and this is what I've found over the years. We've obviously got slightly more forgiving, slightly more de-lofted, slightly more powerful, high launching, less spinning, but they've done all of that whilst keeping the club look sleek, for example. But they've done all of that whilst keeping the club looking sleek and smart. These look like beginner irons, there's no question about it. A lot of the irons that you see now, whether it's like the Hot Metals from Mizuno, or let's say the Sim Maxes from TaylorMade, they're designed to look more like a player's club, but still with a forgiveness under the hood. These just scream chunky cavity back. But in terms of performance, the way they come off the club, out the middle, toe, they feel really good. Close enough to anything else out there on the market. And when you're starting this game, you're not going to know the slightest bit of difference between this club that's basically 20 years old and something that's just come out on the market if you were blindfolded. Now, sadly, my assumptions with the driver came all true on the second hole. It felt really weird when I was swinging the club and I couldn't quite put my finger on it, and the hosel itself is actually loose. Like, I could actually turn the head on the shaft, meaning that it's either not been glued properly or it's basically splintered and dead inside. So I'm very happy that A, I spotted it. Well, I kind of do all thorough checks on all the clubs that I kind of buy, but B, tested it as well, because that shaft is not suitable. But it's not a problem. I've got tons of TaylorMade shafts. Just take that out, put a regular flex in there, and that will do the job. Head-wise, absolutely great. I actually crunched one, even with the loose hosel, loose shaft, down the 8th on the Parks, and it's as good as any other TaylorMade forgiving, no adjustable weighting head out there on the market, even though the aesthetics have been somewhat damaged over use and playing, as you expected of the age that this club is. So guys, there you have it, £50 absolute steal of a set of irons and driver. Definitely my cheapest find to date. If you like this video, please leave it a like. Subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys later.
Morning, Tom. Hope you're doing well. Afternoon, mate. Well done on the lesson. And
Evening, Alan. Not a problem at all. And
testing the G30s and the afternoon, gents. On my way to the lockup. Go pick up the Mura Iron.